How to change a VVT solenoid. One of those things there. That's it there on the front. That's it there on the back. Back's a bit awkward but possible. The front one. First of all, you want to put a rag down just in case you drop the bolt when you undo it. On this here, this slides out, this thing here, so it pushes in, slides out so you can get the cable off. Do it with your hand. So pull that yellow thing out and you can unconnect it. Let's have a look. Once you pull the yellow clip out, all you do is that little black bit in the middle, just there, push that in and then pull it off. That's it there. Down the bottom, on the right hand side of that solenoid, just down there, that's the bolt there. If you can see it, the bolt's just down there on the right hand side, you can see it. This is the tools you need. One of them, little extension on your socket with an E8 socket head, and a screwdriver might come in handy. You want them star shaped heads, E8. Handy little set to have on a Vauxhall car. That's where the bolt is, on the right hand side, about 4 o'clock, say, roughly. Undo that bolt, and like I say, put a cloth down so if you drop the bolt you catch it. Once you've got the bolt loose, just use the little socket thing without the wrench on the end of it, make it easier. It's nice and loose, just unscrew that. Just be careful now, get your finger underneath the bolt, try and help pull it out. That's the bolt off. Only a small bolt, so you don't want to do it up too tight, they can snap. What you want to do is get your pliers, get them on the solenoid, get it somewhere nice and firm on the end, on the big part, and you want to give it a little twist up and down, nice and gentle, just work it free. Spray a bit of WD-40 if need be, just to help loosen it up, and pull out towards the front of the car, keeping everything level as you're twisting it. If you struggle doing it, you can lever it out. I'll show you how you do that. Use your screwdriver. Put your pliers back on where you had them, and then get your flathead screwdriver. Put it behind your pliers. You want to lever off the rocker cover. So push off the rocker cover with the screwdriver and push towards the front of the car with the end of the screwdriver as you're wiggling it up and down with the pliers, and it should come out quite nice and easy. See it coming out? It's not too bad. Once you pull it out, a bit of oil will come out, but don't worry about that, you've got your rag there to collect that. This one only changed about a year ago. There's a cheap one off eBay, so I thought I'd buy a genuine one. See what that's like. Not much difference in it, to be honest with you, once it was all plugged in. Give the area a little wipe off. That's the old one. That's in pretty good condition because it's only been on there about a year. It's a cheap one, so I thought I'd buy a dear one and put a genuine one in, see if it helps. So you can see it's pretty clean. There's not too much stuff on the filters. Let's get a new one out, see what that looks like. This is the genuine one, good brand, INA. That's what the car originally come with. Comes in a box, all like that. It's in there. I'll open that up and show you what it looks like. It's a genuine one, next to the cheap one I bought off eBay. Very similar. Got markings on this one, which is a bit more genuine looking. The filters are slightly different, there's not much in it. Hopefully it works a bit better than the other one, but the other one seemed okay. I thought I'd change it just in case and show you a little video how to do it. What you want to do now is put a bit of oil around that little rubber seal there. You can see on the right hand side of that thin part next to that filter bit. Put a bit of oil on that from your dipstick or from your oil cap, and it slide in nice and make it nice and airtight. I'll show you what I mean. What the hole looks like, nothing in it. You see the bolt hole just on the right hand side, about 4 or 5 o'clock there. So when you put the new one on, make sure you do it so the bolt hole lines up. Give it a little clean off around there, a little bit of tissue or rag. Tidy it up a little bit. And what I tend to do is take this off of here, or your dipstick, pull your dipstick out. And what you want to do is put some oil, put a little bit of oil around this little seal here, little rubber seal. There's a rubber seal there. Put a nice bit of oil around that before you slide it into the hole. Right, so get a bit of oil off of here with your finger or whatever you've got. Just put it around there. Put it over the little filters as well. Get a little bit in there, won't do it no harm. Prime it up a little bit, sort of thing. If need be, use the oil on your dipstick. Right, got a little bit of oil on that, not much, don't need much. Just going to fit it back in the hole now. Remember to line up the little bolty bit. That's the bolt, that little loop where the bolt goes with the hole. About 5 o'clock, say. Pushing the hole nice and gently. Slide it in place. What I do is get a little Allen key like that, get the long ends, put it where the bolt hole goes, so it goes in the hole, so you know the hole lines up. And once you know the hole lines up, it'll make it easier. So that hole's at about 5 o'clock, so that's okay. Now what I do, get a little hammer and just give it a little tap on the end, make sure it goes in the hole. Make sure that's nice and snug in the hole. Give it a little tap. You don't want that leaking on you. That's in there nice and tight. Give it a little tap, don't do it no harm. Now put the bolt in. With the bolt, just put it in with that little bit, don't put the ratchet on. You can put a bit of tape around and hold the bolt in place if need be, but on the front one you don't need to. Just be careful you don't drop it. Once you've done it up hand tight, and get your ratchet on it and do it up. Don't have to go too mad, they're quite weak these bolts, but you obviously want it tight enough that it's doing its job. Now you've done that bolt up tight, can't really see the bolt, it's down there about 5 o'clock. As you look at that, you can just about see it. Put your connection back on, that just slides on. Slide that on, push it until it clicks or does what it wants to do. That's on there, make sure it's on there, that's on there. And then just push that yellow thing back in. Bingo, that's it, done. Make sure it's all in there tight, everything's in there. Make sure your cables are out of the way. That's it. When doing the back one, I've done that the other week. It's a bit awkward, the back one. Look, there's the back one. You just got to remember that the bolt for it is just down this side here. As you look at it, it's on the right hand side at about 7, 8 o'clock, I guess, if you're looking from the other way. And what I tend to do to make it a little bit easier is lift this up here. This just lifts off. So lift that up, and then ideally what you want to do to give you a bit more room is take this hose off here. This hose here goes past where you're going to be working. There's a little metal clip there, then you can see the metal clip. You just want to slide the right hand side out. There's a little gap to put a screwdriver in. See if I zoom in on it. My camera helps. You just want to lift that metal clip out, pulls out to the right hand side. Use a little screwdriver, and then that pipe will come off, and then you can move it slightly out of the way, but be careful. And that will give you more access. Put a rag underneath it, same as the front. So if you drop the bolt, you find it. And then when you put the bolt in, what you want to do is do the Allen key trick, where you can line up the hole, and then put a bit of tape around the bolt, only lightly. Just hold the bolt on your socket head, so that way you're not going to drop it. And you'll be surprised once you know where the hole is, because the Allen key, you can just about do it. And the cable comes off, same principle. Just pop that yellow thing backwards, same as the front one, and wiggle it. And like I say, when you wiggle it off with your wrench thing, your pliers, get the screwdriver there against the pliers and just ply it on the plastic rocker cover with your wrench, your pliers, so you can pull it outwards and keep everything parallel and straight. Spray it with loads of WD-40 just to help it. So that's the new one in there. That's it. Hope it helps. Worth buying genuine ones if you can afford them. Replace the front one first, you know what you're doing, and then give the back one a go. I put the back one off for a while, but in the end I done it, and I got lucky and found the bolt hole straight away and managed to do it quite easily. So like I say, just lift this plastic thing off, just lifts up, just slides back on when you're done with it, and then move that PCV valve out of the way. That's the one at the back. That metal clip, get a screwdriver in the right hand hole. There's a little hole you can't really see on the phone, but just slide it to the right, but cup it with your hand so that silver spring don't fly off. So if you put your hand around it as you do it, you won't lose it. And then when you're done, just slide that pipe back on, put that metal clip back on. Take some photos first, you know how it all goes, and it's quite easy. That's 1.8 Vauxhall Zafira. 1.6 is the same thing.